Okay, it is Monday. It is noon. I am Tamara with our Big Oily family, and today we're going to talk about the buy one, get one, the BOGOs, right? Because doTERRA has BOGOs this week, the 23rd through the 27th. Um, I am so super excited because they're great. They're great BOGOs. You are going to want to take advantage of these two, like stock up on oils that you use all the time because that's what all of these are. Really great pairings. There's five really great pairings. There is a BOGO bundle that you can buy all of them together. And then there's also a 150 PV, which is point value, freebie. Okay. And you get a free wooden storage box for your oils. So if you buy 150 PV, which is about $150 if you spend that, then you will get a free Roman Chamomile 5 ml, and you will get the wooden box to put all your new oils in. Yeah. Okay, so there's always some questions that pop up, especially if you haven't BOGOed with doTERRA before. And let me share my little graphics with you here. Hang on. I gotta get back to I got all these things open in front of me. Okay, so let me share right there. So you don't just have to stare at my face. There we go. Okay, so like I said, buy one, get one free today through Friday, the 23rd through the 27th, and they are while supplies last. Just know that. So if you've BOGOed before or if you haven't BOGOed with doTERRA, right, there's sometimes there's some questions that you're not quite sure about. Sometimes things sell out really fast, sometimes they don't, but I just want you to be prepared, for anything, right? So, what even is a BOGO? That is where you buy one and you get one free. Every so often, doTERRA offers this deal. If you buy a specific oil, then you get another one for free. This is kind of doTERRA's way of getting you more of the essential oil products that you love. And it's just a nice perk, right? Okay, so if you want to expand your essential oil collection, if you are building a doTERRA business, or you just like getting things free, this is for you. Okay. um, like I said, there are five BOGO deals this week. Um, and then you can buy them all as the bundle. So there you go. So the promotion rules are each BOGO is available starting today. It started at 12 a.m. Mountain Time until June 27th at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time, which I'm in Pacific Time, so that would be 10:59. Okay. So you have to process your orders during this window, during this week. You can't save your BOGOs to a subscription order scheduled to process later because they might sell out. And so you can't do that. If you have, and it'll show in your cart when you add a BOGO item, it won't let you click the save to process later. You have to process now. Okay. There is a limit of 5 per pairing per order. Okay. You cannot use your points to purchase BOGOs, unfortunately, but you're going to earn all those points, right? By ordering in your rewards card, you're going to earn all those points to get free things later. So it's kind of a win-win. Will BOGO deals last all week? They will be available all week while supplies last, and I will be sure to keep you informed of when things are close to selling out and things like that. Okay, especially in this group here in our Facebook group. If you're not in our Facebook group, now's a great time to join because it's got a lot of information in there and just a lot of great oil information, and we have a lot of fun in there. Okay. Can't save, can't use points. How do you know that your order's been processed correctly? You will receive an email with your order confirmation, okay, sent to the email address listed on your doTERRA account. If you missed the BOGO deal, like say one of them sells out, or you have your head in the sand and you don't know anything's going on until this Saturday, right? When everything's over. Can you get an exception? No, unfortunately. Sometimes there are if someone happens to buy a few extras, if you have a friend that purchases doTERRA that has their own wholesale account, if they purchased an extra set, you might be able to get it from them, but from doTERRA, no. Okay. Okay. They are available in the US. Canada has a different set of BOGOs. They have some really great ones too. And I know that in the Canadian market, they can order in their Canada warehouse, and they can also order from the US warehouse. In the US, you can order from the US warehouse. There you go. If you have a friend in Canada and you want some of the deals in Canada, you need to let your friend know and they can order for you. Okay. Um, okay, so we said the BOGO pairings, they have a limit of five each. Okay. The BOGO bundle is a limit of five. And then if you take advantage of the BOGO bundle or you place a 150 PV or more order, right, and you get your free Roman Chamomile, that's a limit of one. All right. The BOGO pairings, because you all want to know what those are, right? They are, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on. This is all your BOGO box here. Okay, this is all your BOGO box. Um, the BOGO pairings are, let me go back to my notes so I don't forget anything. Um, buy Helichrysum Touch and get Frankincense Touch. And the Touch are the 10 ml rollers and they're already pre-diluted, which is super cool. Okay. These are both kind of like first aid for your skin, okay? And a really deep breath for your soul. It's ready to support you on every level. Okay. Helichrysum is well known for its ability to soothe and support your skin after, too much sun or you get a minor bump or something like that. But it's more than just skincare. Emotionally, Helichrysum encourages strength and healing when you're working through some, whether it's like emotional tension or stress. Um, it is very powerful, but it's also gentle, which is really nice. When you get the Helichrysum Touch, then when you buy that, you get the Frankincense Touch. Hello, free frankincense, right? You get it free, okay? And that is considered, frankincense is the king of oils because if you're not quite sure what to use that. Frankincense is also known to be a enhancer oil, and so whatever other essential oil you use frankincense with, it just gives it a kind of an extra little umph, right, to make it work a little bit better. It's great for your skin. It is great to calm your emotions. It's really great for grounding, busy mind, if your emotions are all over the place, it's great, great, great for that. Okay. So it really fits into just about every routine that you might have, especially if you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, which I think in today's age, a lot of people feel overwhelmed. This is a really great oil for that. Okay. And remember, because they're the touch rollers, they're both pre-diluted and ready to roll on. So you can use them every day. You can take them when you travel, which is what I do. And you can use them on your littles, which is super nice. All right. The next one then is By Passion. It's a 5 ml and you get Cheer 5 ml. Okay. So some days you might feel a little flat. Okay. Kind of like the spark or the joy is missing, your energy's low, and you're just kind of going through the motions of the day, right? That's where this is going to come in, both of these. Okay. doTERRA Passion really helps to reignite creativity, joy, and excitement for your life. It's really nice to use as a personal perfume. It puts a smile on your face. It just really does. It's warm. It is spicy. It is perfect for those moments when you need to reconnect with your why or just feel a little more alive. It smells so good. So good. It's great topically. It is great in your diffuser. It's great. You can add it to your like unscented lotion, make your own personal fragrance lotion. It's very yummy. And with that, when you buy Passion, then you get Cheer, a 5 ml of Cheer for free. This is really good and helpful to turn your day around if you are just having a blah day. It's very bright. It's very citrusy. It's kind of like sunshine in a bottle. It's very cheerful, hence the name, right? It really helps to shift kind of if you have a gloomy mindset and encourages a more hopeful, optimistic outlook, especially if you're having a really heavy or stressful day. Okay, that could be super helpful. You could also put a couple of drops of the Passion and the Cheer in your diffuser. Yum. Super, super yummy. Okay. Um, so we talked about you can wear them as natural perfume, you can diffuse them for a pick-me-up, you can roll them over your heart when you need a fresh start. They are both very wonderful blends for emotional reset. Okay. The next one is another couple of touches. You get Copaiba Touch. Okay. And if you buy Copaiba Touch, then you get Lavender Touch for free. This combo is going to bring you calm and comfort and balance. especially when you need it most. Okay, so it's nice to have on hand. And again, those touch rollers are pre-diluted, so you can just grab them and go. They're great for travel. Copaiba Touch is kind of like an underrated hero, is what it is. You can apply it to your skin because it helps to support a healthy inflammatory response, helps to soothe occasional discomfort. But what makes it really special is how it helps create a sense of emotional stability and inner strength. Okay, so really perfect to use for any kind of moment of overwhelm or nervous energy that you might have going on. And to combine with that, right, you get Lavender Touch for free when you purchase the Copaiba Touch. Lavender has been loved for generations. It's a classic for a reason. It is calming, it is gentle on your skin. It can help ease tension in both the body and the mind. Whether you're like unwinding before bed or trying to soothe some emotions after a long day, lavender is your go-to for that. Okay. And together, this duo really helps to support your body and your mood during the day and during the night. You can keep it in your bag. You can put the other one by your bed and you're covered. Super, super nice. All right, and then we have another pair of touch rollers, and that is by DigestZen Touch, and you get Tamer Touch for free. Stomach upsets happen, right? You eat something that doesn't agree with you, and it's kind of a pain because then that's all you can think about, and you can't enjoy your summer, right? Or any time. And so it's super nice to have both of these on hand. DigestZen is kind of your go-to for when your stomach just feels off. It's just not, it helps your digestive system. Stomach is just kind of rolling. It's just whatever. Whether you're unsettled, whether you took a really windy drive, right? Ugh. And you read a book. I've done that millions of times. Don't do that because it makes you feel kind of queasy. Or your stomach just isn't, whatever you ate just isn't sitting right. You have some burning in your chest. This is what that is great for. It helps to support your digestion naturally, and it really helps to soothe anything that's going on. And then the Tamer is part, what that is it's part of the kids collection. And so it is, even though it is a kids collection oil, anyone can use it, right? It's the same, what I want to say, the same benefits in that it's really good for your digestive system. It's a little lighter, gentler, I guess. And so it's kind of it's a kid-friendly roller that's great for if you have like a sensitive stomach, or you're calming an upset stomach, or again, you've driven on a windy road and you read a book and that's not the smartest thing to do now that you know, right? So both of those, they're really nice because some people don't like the aroma of digestion. It's kind of a black licorice, I don't know, minty kind of aroma. And it is a little stronger. Tamer is a little gentler. And so, especially if you're using it on your kiddos, they don't necessarily like the stronger smells most of the time. And so Tamer can be really nice. But you may just like Tamer better than DigestZen. And that's why it's really nice to have those options. And you get the Tamer for free when you get the DigestZen. So, okay, again, both pre-diluted because they're the touch rollers ready to use. You can roll them over your stomach. If you have some stuffed sinuses or your ears are bothering you, you can roll them, underneath or above or behind your ears. Really, really, really helpful that way. Okay. And then the last pair that we have is by Peppermint and Get Wild Orange. These are two very, very well used all the time oils. If you are feeling tired, if you are feeling like you're dragging through the day, if you're feeling scattered mentally, right? It's a really good, both of these together is kind of like a reset button for your body and your mind. Peppermint is very awakening to your brain, right? If you open your bottle of peppermint and you just take a sniff and you breathe it in, it like clears all of your brain fog and like wakes your brain up again, which is super nice. It is cooling, it is energizing, it does help to promote clear breathing, it helps to support focus, and it gives you that refreshing boost when your energy dips, okay? That can be in the middle of a workday, or you just need to clear your head, you've had enough coffee and you don't need any more. the peppermint is a better choice, right? Because you can get coffee overload for sure. So you buy your peppermint, you can get the wild orange for free. Wild orange is super, super yummy. I really like the aroma of it. It's just bright, it is sweet, it is uplifting. It helps to uplift your mood, it helps to spark your creativity. It can add a sense of lightness to even the most stressful moments. If you are in crowds and you feel like the walls are closing in on you, hello, had that happen. Couple of drops of wild orange in your hand, rub it together, cup it over your nose and mouth, breathe in and out like 3 times. Totally made like the walls back off again and not feel so like claustrophobic. Okay. So it's a great use on its own. It's also good in if you want to use it in your like cleaning spray, things like that. It's a citrus oil, right? So it is kind of a degreaser. Both of those together are really nice in the diffuser because it can give you, it can just kind of, it's a great way to start your day. So if you put peppermint and wild orange in your diffuser in the morning, everybody wakes up, kind of clears the brain fog out, gets them awake, alert, going, focused, all the things. So super nice to use. You could also make a roller of peppermint and wild orange, equal amounts, and you could apply that to your pulse points and get the same benefit. All right, so then the 150 PV order this week is any order. If you order the BOGO bundle, that's over 150 PV, so you will get it. You get a free Roman Chamomile. It's a 5 ml. Roman chamomile is like serious calming. Serious, okay? It's known for its ability to ease tension, both physically and emotionally. It is incredibly gentle. It's a great one to use with your kiddos that have teething, that are teething, your little ones that are teething. You can put a drop of Roman chamomile in a roller bottle along with lavender, 1 drop of lavender, 1 drop of Copaiba, and makes a great roller to help with the teething process. You just have to roll it on the outside of their jaw and works great. It's also really good for sensitive skin because it is very gentle. It's great for bedtime routines. It's very calming. You can use Roman chamomile along with lavender, right, to promote some restful sleep. And then it also is really good when your nervous system needs a little extra support, which, you know, life happens. So you can diffuse it at night for a restful atmosphere, not atmos, whatever I said, atmosphere. You can blend it into a bath. When you use your oils in bath, my recommendation is to add your water to the bath, take your Epsom salts in a container or whatever, add your oils to the Epsom salts and mix it up, and then put that into the bath. And that helps to keep the essential oils dispersed in the water so they don't just sit on the top. You can also use whole milk that way instead of Epsom salts. Just add your oils to it. Remember that the 150 PV promo, the Roman Chamomile, you can only receive one of those. Okay, so if you bought 2 BOGO bundles, you only get 1 Roman Chamomile. You don't get 2. Okay. So the BOGO bundle, you can get them all at once, and all of these pairings are available today. It used to be that doTERRA did like they released one on Monday, and then the next one was on Tuesday. They're all available now. So you can choose and pick which BOGOs you want, right? If you want them all, you can get them all in a BOGO bundle. That way you're buying 5 oils, you're getting 6 for free, and you're getting the free wooden box, which is a super, super deal. So I think I missed some of my graphics just because I was rambling on. So here's more, the how to BOGO stuff. All right. This is your BOGO box that you get all the things. Yeah. So I'm going to stop my share there. That's what I have for you today. So if you have your own doTERRA account, right? Log in. All you have to do is put the buy one in your cart and the get one will show up. Okay. And then you can also, if you want the BOGO bundle, search for BOGO bundle. It's capitalized BOGO because I tried to search for it with the lowercase. It doesn't pop up that way. So search for it with the uppercase of BOGO. And then the bundle will show up. That way you can order them all. You can order, 1 today, 1 tomorrow, whatever. You can order them all today. Limit of 5 per each BOGO pairing and limit of 5 on the BOGO box. I will keep you informed if things get close to being sold out, because that happens sometimes. Um, and yeah, if you have any uses that you have used any of these BOGO oils for and you want to share those in the comments, that would be great because it's always nice to have some different ideas of ways to use your essential oils, right? For different purposes. And some people use them for different things that maybe I won't think about or someone else doesn't think about, right? And so it's always nice to have some great recommendations on ways that you can use them. Anyway, it's BOGO week. If you don't have a doTERRA account, reach out to the person who invited you to this group. If that's me, just comment below and they will help you get started because it's a great week to get started with your doTERRA wholesale account, which is free, right? Doesn't cost you anything. And when you start your account, you'll save 25% all year long. And then if you don't use it after that, there's no other charge. Don't have to sell anything, don't have to buy something every single month. You buy, it's like a Costco membership. You buy what you want, when you want. And if you don't buy anything at the end of the year, they don't charge you for another year. If you do buy something after a year is up, then it is a $25 renewal fee. You get a free bottle of spearmint. Used to be peppermint. I think it's spearmint now. And it's a 15 ml bottle. And then you get another year of 25% off of retail. So there you go. Super easy. All right, let me know how I can help you or any questions, and I will be back next Monday with something else. Enjoy your BOGO week. Okay, bye.